Hello, welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to react to a new movie. This is a Patreon request and today I'm going to react to The Horse Soldiers. It's a movie from 1959 and starring John Wayne and it is taking place in 1863, so during the Civil War. So I think that's giving a lot of information of what kind of movie we're gonna watch today. Before I start, I want to tell you that if you have a movie in mind you want me to react to, you can check out my Patreon, the link is in the description. There's different tiers available and there you can see which tier fits with your movie or TV show episode. So if you have anything in mind, check out the tiers. There's different options like I said, so you can see which one fits with your request. What I also want to say is that there's an uncut reaction tier available on Patreon, which will give you access to this full movie, my reaction to this entire 2-hour long movie without any cuts. So if that also sounds interesting to you, you can check that out if you want. So yeah, I'm gonna read real fast what this movie is gonna be about. I already saw that it is based on a true story. It's based on the true story of Cole Benjamin H. Gearson. Quick summary of the film. In 1863, a Union outfit is sent behind Confederate lines in Mississippi to destroy enemy railroads, but a captive Southern belle and the unit's doctor cause friction within ranks. So now I kind of have an idea what this movie is gonna be about. I didn't want to go in blind because I know like something of the subject, but really not too much. So yeah, I think it's nice to know what I'm getting into and instead of just being here like, wait, what's going on? So yeah, that's why I was like, let's read what this is about and if it's based on anything before. So I don't have a lot more to say. I'm just going to watch this movie and yeah, see what I think about it. We start off with a nice song to get into the vibe.
General Hurlburt and Colonel Marlowe, sir.
Come in.
Hello, sir.
Marlowe, I've been anxious to meet you.
Is he gonna give him like the task or something?
We've been looking at it for 10 months. We don't like it. War on our side hasn't been going well at all.
Not in Washington? Not in the newspapers?
Now, if I could take Vicksburg, the whole picture would change. But I'd have to do it this summer.
Or sit out here another year. Cost us 100,000 men. Might cost us the war.
Then it's best to get on with it.
Grange right away. We could leave by Thursday. Cross at LaGrange, down through Ripley, New Albany, Houston.
Have you thought how you'd get back?
Have you, sir?
And I hate to think of you sitting it out in Andersonville prison. It's a hellhole.
I think about that twice, too, sir.
Your success.
So does he have a plan to get back?
We will make 35 miles a day average.
35? 35? Isn't that stretching it a bit?
Tend to make twice that distance. An operation like this, everything is stretched.
Cutting the men's rations from 5 days to 3, you can't expect, man.
We'll have to live off the land eventually. Might as well get used to it while they're fresh.
There's a rumor around camp that they're headed for Nashville in a parade.
Thought that was a good rumor to spread, the help of the sergeant major.
I'll have to admit they had me fooled, too.
There's no parade.
Leaves are being canceled, orders to reissue the whole blasted outfit, and some of them shoes ain't even shiny yet.
Why did I think he was singing, but like it was so long and I was like, is this a song or is he just talking to someone?
Pulled out for a big parade up north.
That's to my liking. Parade and then leave. Now this war's starting to shape up. Major Kendall has just been assigned to us from General Grant's headquarters.
Major seems to be out of uniform. Where are your sidearms, Kendall?
You look in the book, sir, you'll see that the surgeon doesn't carry them.
Surgeon, slow us down, and now you saddle us with a doctor and a medical unit?
Regulations, John. Kendall goes along.
Very well, sir.
Oh, okay. Guess he expected a soldier.
Ready for us, Brady?
No hats, please, gentlemen. That's right, nice and relaxed.
Nice and relaxed, they're all like...
Straight at you. Oh, I must have another one. That man in the white coat moved. I must have
That isn't
another.
all he'll be moving before long. War isn't exactly a civilized business. Of course, I realize that it gives you fellas a wider field of opportunity.
For experimenting, Colonel?
I didn't say that. Give the doctor a full roster. Examine every man. Throw out any man who, in your unchallenged opinion, of course, is unfit.
Look, Colonel, I didn't ask to be assigned to this mission.
Yeah, I guess he really doesn't want him there, huh?
Get off my back.
Then like, what does it matter? It's just, look, it's only nice to have a doctor with you, right? Yeah, of course they have like probably a small group, but yeah, still.
How old are you?
32, sir.
Join that group.
Doesn't look like it.
Hang on, son, here we go.
Yo!
What are they doing?
What's Mitchell's name doing on that sick list?
If you'll oblige, sir, we observe quiet here.
What's this?
Colonel Marlowe.
How do you do? Just stand in line. We'll take care of you presently.
He's a good man. I need him.
And I need Mitchell. He's strong as a bull.
Let me show you something.
This is gonna go well. They haven't even left yet and they're already fighting constantly.
This is nothing unusual, sir.
No, not for a man with malaria.
Come on, Mitch, get out of bed. I got some whiskey in this can.
Stay where you are, Sergeant.
No.
In my unchallenged opinion was unfenced. He's sick and he's gonna stay here, and those are my orders.
Sergeant Kirby reporting, sir.
Well, Kirby, besides being slightly drunk, what you got?
Yeah, I was like, what's wrong with him? But I guess that's it.
You're replacing the best top soldier in the regiment.
I could be a sweet time happier where I was going, sir.
You got me there.
You got me here.
Sir,
Sir.
march the sergeant down to the river and throw him in.
Clothes and all.
Clothes and all.
Maybe that will get him sobered up.
Kirby, when you come back sober. You've got 2 hours.
You could have
You
sown
can leave
like
that keg.
The way he's just walking around with that.
in the line of duty.
Another song. This movie really loves its songs. I mean, it does really add to like the whole atmosphere. Oh, they're actually going with a bigger group than I expected.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, this is the same song as the beginning, right? Catchy. Is it like slowing down because they're getting more tired now? Oh no, I guess it's just the end of the song. I was looking too much into it. Oh, are they instantly being attacked? Just one random guy in the... Oh, there's more. Yeah, I see where the gunshots are coming from. Oh shit, was he hit? Oh, there was multiple people hit. But I guess they just outrun them? Outran?
We've been spotted.
Yup.
It's out for sure now. All right, Ned, you can prepare to turn back.
That's a bad mistake, John. Now you need every man you've got.
We've got to make them think that we all turn back.
Oh,
Ned.
sure. But you want to remember that there's an old axiom in politics which says that you never split your ballot on a...
Richard, sir, when the horses are watered and the men are fed, we'll move out.
Yes, sir.
He's not gonna listen.
Contraband children say there's something wrong over at that cabin. I guess they need a doctor.
The guy in the... Oh, he is the guy in the white coat. He's just not wearing a white coat now. Or is it that one? He's the doctor, right? Yeah, okay. Funny how you don't recognize the doctor anymore when he's not wearing a white coat. Okay. Guess it was nice they ended up there then. Could help some people on the way.
Dr. Kendall went over to that cabin with an emergency, I believe.
You what?
Are you the doctor too?
What? No. Kendall, what the devil are you doing?
We just delivered a baby.
Oh! Pretty random. I thought they said like that someone was sick or something. Yeah, I just delivered a baby. Let's go on. He's like, okay.
We've got a couple of wounded men out there, you know.
No, one's dead. One's gone, one's born. Amazing process, isn't it?
It's kind of how it goes.
All right, children, you got a new baby sister. Go on, take a look at her.
That can take care of your wounded.
You'll be all right. Hoskins knows what to do.
Yeah, he had like an assistant or something, right?
You're an officer in the Union Army under oath.
I took an older oath before that one.
They didn't
I was sent for and I was asked to help, and I couldn't turn him down. Now, come off it, Colonel. Even you were born.
under officer's arrest.
For delivering a baby?
From now on, you'll confine them to the troops. Don't push me too far, Kendall.
Yeah, I mean, I get what he's saying, like, if after that he was just like, yeah, okay, I'll go help them, but I don't really understand why he doesn't want to help, like, his own men. Like, that's literally the reason he's there, right?
Lukey, what are the dogs raising such a fuss about?
Dogs? You know how dogs make such a fuss.
There was like 50 men at their doorstep.
Soldiers? Oh, how wonderful.
Okay, so I have a feeling she's like the woman they were talking about in the synopsis. And then the doctor is obviously gonna be the doctor. They're gonna be causing, what was it, trouble? No, they were gonna do something.
Lukey, do you hear?
Who lives here?
Miss Hannah. Miss Hannah lives here.
I never had prepared myself to see that uniform within the walls of this house.
We no more wish to be here than you do to have us.
And no matter what our differences, I fear I'm forgetting the amenities. Welcome to Greenbrier, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Lukey, take the gentlemen's hats.
Why is he being so weird? Is he still drunk?
We will bivouac in your woods for the night.
Sleeping on the cold, cold ground.
She's so dramatic.
During our stay, no one will be allowed to leave the premises.
Wherever would we go, Colonel? I'm sure you must agree with me that this war makes loneliness for everyone.
And also, we will not bother you any longer. Good evening.
Why you leave me?
Why, Hannah Hunter, what's got hold of you? Talking like a field hand, you-alls and we-alls and...
Yankees.
Well, the question is this man's authority in his present position.
Colonel Secord doesn't seem to understand that the coffee tastes better if the latrines are dug downstream instead of upstream. How do you like your coffee, Colonel?
Is that what the discussion is about now?
Colonel Marlowe, I am forgetting my manners. Why, how I ever... Well, I don't believe I've met these gentlemen.
She is thirsty.
I'm just so scatterbrained.
Scatterbrained.
But at least I can extend an invitation to you and your officers for dinner.
Speaking for myself, ma'am, and I know the others would be delighted to accept...
Very well, thank you.
Now, how many can I count?
Would 5 or 6 be...
Well, not at all.
I'm afraid I'll have to regret, ma'am. Not of my choice, I assure you. At the moment, I'm under arrest.
Under arrest.
We will all be glad to accept the invitation.
Ma'am?
Oh.
Dropped your handkerchief.
Do you care for a little moist, Colonel Secord? Gentlemen, please be seated.
They're all so
Now,
tense.
What was your preference, the leg or the breast?
She's really trying to seduce like all of them or something.
What a shame.
He's feeling uncomfortable.
Gentlemen, be seated.
We're quite comfortable here.
Sorry, but I must be rude and explain. Lukey and I, we must be in the fields by 5 in the morning. Gentlemen, go ahead and light your cigars.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you see, all of this,
Allow me.
all this in the dishes must be done before she can get to bed.
Ma'am, of course. Oh, may I?
Of course. This way, gentlemen.
Thank you.
What is she doing?
I hope you'll be comfortable here. Sure, there's nothing more that I can...
Oh, yes, Doctor, there's no need for you to be a part of this. Hunter would show you some of the beauties of Greenbrier.
Why, of course, if the doctor feels he has any interest...
He'd be pleased to.
I noticed a lovely garden outside. Shall we take a stroll?
Would you excuse me, Major, while I go upstairs and fetch a shawl?
Miss Hunter, I'm afraid I'll have to go with you.
Upstairs? With me? Well, Major.
You're only going to get a shawl.
Well, in these parts, it's unheard of.
You'll have something spicy to tell your grandchildren. This is war.
Well, then I don't suppose there's any real harm, being that you're a doctor and all.
What a weird, weird situation.
I hope you'll be comfortable here, Major.
Thank you.
Again.
Where you going at?
Miss Hannah, she asked for this brandy.
Yeah, I know. For the making.
Oh, this drunken fool.
Somebody tastes it first.
Is that what you does? Testing?
Certainly. That second stripe there means I'm official taster.
Ah, that's one way to get your booze.
Here's your brandy, sir, and it's all tested.
Tested.
By the man downstairs with those tester stripes for majors on up?
Oh, yes, Sergeant Kirby.
The way he instantly knew.
Twice.
Twice.
Excuse me, sir.
Very lucky.
Oh, we can hear them from there.
We're heading down here straight south through to Baton Rouge.
And so I still must...
Yeah, I thought so.
I want that on the record.
Yep. It's like, yeah, if he can hear that, that means she can also hear that, and that's probably why they moved them to that room.
Straight through to Baton Rouge.
So then she was just like so overly nice just to like get them in this trap.
Waiting, Major.
Trap, you know, so she could listen to what they're saying.
Would you like to see the garden, Major?
Didn't you forget your shawl?
What, Lukey?
Thoughts that are going on in your mind right now.
Kendall, what in the name of...
Interrupt. Maybe you ought to ask them what they think your chances are of blowing up Newton Station and getting on through the Baton Rouge.
Are you drunk?
Fortunately, no. They were listening.
Aha.
Gentleman thinks twice before peeking into a lady's bedroom, but sometimes it pays off.
You have put me to quite an inconvenience, and I don't suppose that I could accept your word of honor not to discuss this with anyone else.
I don't hold to honor with any Yankees.
Exactly. Could you possibly suggest what I should do with you?
Now's your chance to shoot her.
Oh, Kendall, one more word out of you and...
Go ahead. Shoot us.
It is a very difficult situation now. Take her as a hostage and then let her go after it's done or something. I don't know.
Well, you think there's no Confederate army where you're going? Do you think our boys are asleep down here? You nameless, fatherless scum. Wish I could be there to see it.
She, like I said before, she is so dramatic. Yeah, she is going with them, okay. I gotta say, she played it all very well then. I really thought she was just like really horny and like she wanted one of them. But in the end it was really just to listen to what they were saying. Like she even had me fooled. Like I thought it went a bit too easy that she was so okay with him instantly, but I thought she was like, okay, finally some action. Just sitting around here in this house, you know. The music is so cheery.
Vandals were so eager to confiscate my dead father's clothes.
Well, there are cadets.
Scouts. Spies, you mean. It's a
Huh.
wonder they don't crawl along in their bellies like snakes.
Only known one.
Do you mind, Major? I'd prefer to ride alone.
But he's like... Is this an escape attempt? Well, she is an excellent rider, damn. Ah, the water is too deep. It didn't look that deep, to be honest. Imagine that being your job. Just like...
If I give you back your clothes, will you promise not to run away again?
I would, ma'am. Point where pride becomes impractical. Actually, if you could get a good look at yourself, I think you'd agree with me.
I shall not try to run away again.
Your word of honor?
My word of honor.
To Yankees? Cross your heart?
I gave you my word.
All right, Lukey. Help Miss Hunter with her clothes.
I wish I could be of further assistance, but you Southern people have your own help.
The way they're giving like orders. Funny. They all have their own songs. Horse just wants some love. Thought you gave them your word. Well, if you keep falling down with every escape attempt...
I've got 800 men on.
Huh? Why did she just fall like that? Is she faking it? How do you just faint like that? Shouldn't have run away.
How many men does it take to keep one lone female quiet?
Oh,
Colonel.
they're getting a demotion?
Prisoner, like a word with
Demoted?
you.
Sorry you had to break your word.
Gave my word not to try to run away. I didn't give it not to cry out for assistance.
I suppose there's a fine point there. I'll have to ask you to give me your word on that, too.
Do that.
She'll find another thing.
I don't know how it is up north, of course, but down south there are times when southern women feel the need for privacy.
You too.
Real respectful, sir.
You told us it's all right just as long as we can see the top of her head.
You told them that?
Well, other
Then there's
arrangements...
one more item.
Just you see a doctor. Ding dong.
Yeah, okay, he deserved that.
Over there in that barn. We was bushwhacked, Colonel. All right, smoke 'em out. Hey there! We're Confederates, but we ain't hostile. Aren't it?
Is that why you're shooting then?
Coming.
He looks like a pirate.
Hey, Virgil. That's real bluebell.
Just the two of us, Cap. And one captain.
What have you got against sheriff deputies, my friend?
That's a good one, huh, Jackie Joe?
We just love sheriff's deputies. They're deserters from the Confederacy, sir.
Ah.
Oh, a swine brand.
Don't you dare touch him again, you low-down.
Miss Hunter!
You call yourself a man, treating with that scum.
Miss Hunter, that man is our enemy. One word from you.
But does she knows him then? Maybe not personally, I don't know. Just like trying to help him, but...
Doctor, will you look to our good friend's ear?
Sorry, but I got a weak stomach. Otis, see what you can do for our new recruit.
He's really not helping anyone.
Ow, hey.
Did it hurt?
They're such dumbasses. The way they're constantly just laughing at everything.
Did you come through Newton Station?
Sure did.
Well, thanks, fellas.
Hey. Hey, looks like you Yankee boys do all right with the women.
Purdy toe-headed on you.
Hi.
Howdy, Missy.
Hi, Missy.
Sergeant, your gauntlets.
A pleasure, sir.
Right.
Hi. Hi, Missy.
They look like two guys that could just be like part of Pirates of the Caribbean and just be like the two fools in a boat. They kind of remind me of the one guy who's also in Game of Thrones. I can't really come up with his name right now, but... Okay.
Sheriff, I'll leave them in your hands. With the compliments of Miss Hannah Hunter of Greenbrier.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome, sir.
Why did he help him now?
Sense of justice does surprise me a little.
Justice. Those men would have been excess baggage.
True.
Trust them any more than I really trust.
Than me.
That's right.
Only fair.
Got a nice room for you upstairs. Change your clothes messed up a bit, miss. We got a lot of work to do.
Set up headquarters in this hotel.
Be a pleasure, sir.
And go to the bar.
Yes, sir.
The first thing I thought of was like, yeah, he's just gonna drink there.
What is the contraband in those warehouses and on those cars on the siding?
Property of the Confederate States of America is not contraband, sir.
Oh? Well, let's look at it from my side, Colonel.
Johnny, my. For sure, we're old friends. Last time we served together was on the Platte fighting Indians. Sorry about the arm, John. When'd that happen?
I want neither your solicitude nor to recall our association.
I can't figure a man like Miles giving up that easy. He's West Point, tough as nails.
Maybe losing that arm took a lot out of him.
The man I knew could lose both arms and still try to kick you to death.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, must be a supply train rolling right into our laps.
I never saw a supply train without guards on it before.
Yeah, is it?
Telegraph pole.
Yes, sir.
All right, Secord, you know what to do.
Get those horses under cover.
Oh, the horses. Standing in line. Well, they did all of that pretty fast. They already saw it arriving. But like, did they know they were there? Or were they just on their way there anyway? Because they had just arrived there and they were there pretty fast. Or did a spy tell that anyway? Just already. Big fight. Fair. Where is he going? They seem so unbothered. It's like they're literally running towards shooting people and they're like, hey! Damn, do you wanna die? And then they're all falling so dramatically.
Go get some air.
I can help.
Get out.
Oh, they're messing up the railroads now. Watching this, it makes me want to play Red Dead Redemption again. I always have that with these kind of movies. Oh. Damn, that still takes some strength, even though it's burning.
How long are you gonna be, Kendall?
Take a look for yourself. We just started.
I need a definite answer. I've got a job to do too, you know.
At least 5 hours.
Colonel. Hey, Colonel.
Hello, Trooper.
I'm Hoskins. Bud Hoskins. You don't know me, I guess.
Sure, I know you. Good soldier. You just lie easy.
Put my hand on there and it's all. Oh, it's all.
Just lie still.
You'll write my ma, Colonel? She'd love it if you...
You'll be writing her yourself before long.
No. No, I know. I'm scared, Colonel.
There's nothing to be scared of.
Just hold on to me, sir. And write my ma. Being you're dead forever.
Did he just die? Damn. He was like still talking pretty well and all. And was like, he's gonna be fine. And that was just his last request.
Report.
Demolition proceeding is ordered, sir.
And he's drunk again.
Bar is closed.
Bar is open.
Oh, that was the guy without the arm.
Well, John, there goes $500,000 worth of railroad equipment.
For real.
I make my living. You know.
He's really done with it.
Here, take this. Steady you down.
I've never seen it this way before. I was with my father when he died peacefully, without pain.
Go ahead, Kendall. Have a field day.
He's in there fighting to save men's lives.
Men's lives are the reputation of his profession.
You can't be serious, Colonel Mark.
Honestly, first he didn't even want a doctor there. Or like that doctor. And now I'm like, you should have taken more.
Sure, noble profession, noble oath. Lanterns held on high. So high they won't admit they're groping for...
You're unfair and
Unfair? I was a girl. Not much older than that boy. And I wasn't unfair then, understand? Because I used a lot of fancy words that an ordinary section hand wouldn't understand. So I held her down while two of them worked on her. I trusted doctors then. Believed in them because I was in love and I didn't want to see her die.
Oh. First I thought, is he talking about his daughter or something? But it's about his wife.
Well, they stuck a leather strap in her mouth so she could bite off her screams while they cut away to get in there.
Ah.
Nothing.
So that's his hate against doctors. I see now.
They left me begging her not to die. I lost my wife. I didn't kill either one of them. Must have been crazy or quite a speech. Guess I'm feeling my liquor.
Sounds like it. That was bound to happen like one time.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Oh, he wasn't dead. To be fair, the guy looks constantly dead.
Well, we almost fooled you.
Almost.
You'll never make it, Hank. They're already closing in on you.
Our Susan and the kids.
Oh, they're fine. In Vicksburg. Expect you'll be seeing them soon.
Nice try, Jonathan. Nice try.
Me and Vicksburg happy?
Headed southwest to Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Major. Tell General Forrest.
Can I have some of that liquor to swallow, Doc?
You haven't got a good enough excuse. How'd this happen, Dunker?
Chopping down one of them telegraph poles back there in Newton.
An old rusty axe.
Ain't nothing.
Nothing, huh? Almost blood poisoning. lucky I saw you limping.
What are you putting on there? Dirt?
No. Tree moss. Some sort of healing agent, I imagine.
You imagine?
I don't imagine the results, Colonel. This is an old Cheyenne Indian cure.
Green mold. Tree moss.
I constantly catch myself dancing to this. Did they hit Lucky? No! Who were that even? The ones who were shooting?
What for they shoot me, Miss Turner? Right.
Yeah, why did they even shoot her?
She's gone, ma'am.
Damn.
Look here. I found a piece of looking glass.
Do they know I want to take care of her?
You must know how we feel, ma'am, about Lukey. How much we regret. How sorry I am that in some way we were the cause of...
Lukey isn't asking for that.
If I gave you a horse and turned you loose, would you promise not to tell anybody our plans for the next 24 hours?
It's too late. It's too late for all of that. No more promises.
No.
No more anything now.
Truly sorry.
That leg was all right yesterday.
It was, but this morning it got all swollen. I had to tear my trouser leg.
Where's the poultice?
Well, it started into itching, sir, so I just yanked her off.
It's a sign it was beginning to heal, you fool. Come in here or you're in trouble. Lend a hand.
Doctors are working on Dunker's leg, sir.
If he just wouldn't have touched the moss.
Take another pull. I gotta take it off, Dunker.
What'd you say?
I've got to take your leg off.
You better what?
Poison's gone too far. You'll be dead by morning.
What can come of me after that, Doc? Huh? One leg, what can come of me after that?
At least you'll be alive, I guess.
Is that what happens to me, Doc Anderson, do?
Quite possibly.
Yeah. It's gotta come off. You just fire away. Before you start sawing, you give me some of that chloroform stuff. Hmm? You put me out, Doc.
I'll give you what I got.
If the doctor says leave the moss there, then you should do what he says. See? Do I want to see this? Okay, they're not showing it.
That Vicksburg report was just a feint. What you're suggesting, Lieutenant, is most extreme. My oldest boy here is only 16.
Look, I've got a boy in my battery that's 14. I've got a man that's 72. This is a war, sir. Just a little show of force, sir, and then maybe perhaps we could hold him off till the cavalry gets here.
Assemble your battalion.
Every man, sir.
Entire complement.
Kaleo Silva, sir. They had the mumps.
Oh.
Be pleased to inform the Corps we shall move at dawn.
Thank you, sir.
This is gonna be a disaster. With literal children fighting. Oh. It's quite a lot though. Damn.
Reverend, my boy Johnny, he's all I've got left. His brothers, now him, he's all I have left, Reverend. I'm not going to let him go. I'm not going to let him go.
Cadet Drummer Buford, you are relieved of duty.
Huh. He doesn't even want that. Throwing a tantrum and all. I mean, he looked to be like one of the youngest though. The boy looks 10. Come on. Damn.
I'd save a little of that for Dunker.
I just lost him.
Oh. So it didn't work.
Well, you lost us a good man.
Blood poisoning. Amputation shock to the heart, I guess. I wouldn't have had to amputate if he'd done what I'd said.
If, maybe, perhaps. What's the matter, medicine man?
This old section hand, I've...
He didn't follow what he said. Oh my god. Damn, he really wants to go to war.
Johnny! Johnny Beaufort! Johnny!
What are the rules gonna be, Colonel?
Just make up your own.
Okay.
You said no rules, Colonel.
And Johnny's back there.
Well, those are nothing but children. They're schoolboys.
Oh, that's just some kids from a military school. Yeah, but they keep coming.
Just some kids from the military school, yeah. I mean, it is pretty messed up. Yeah, I mean, I get like they're the enemy, but I wouldn't feel super comfortable shooting a bunch of children.
Miss Hunter,
Yeah, they're serious. The way was like, this is gonna be useless because that's just a bunch of children, but the threat seems to be pretty real.
I got me a prisoner here. What do you want me to do with him?
That's Johnny.
On the bottom?
Spank him. This is absurd. If it was any deeper, those horses would be drowning. Well, I guess... Can horses swim? I think they can, right? I also feel like some of them don't really like this. And the other ones are just like chill.
Stay awake there, kid. Keep moving. Pick up your feet.
How far do you figure to Baton Rouge?
40 miles.
Yeah, they must be almost there, right? Because the movie's also almost done. Well, I think like 20 more minutes, something like that.
George, I can be governor. State of Michigan.
Stay alive.
What's more, you can name your own job.
Oh, I wouldn't start making campaign promises until we get there. Join your regiment.
My duty, medically speaking, to inform you that some of these men may make it on their hands and knees. We've been 20 hours without a stop.
Oh, that's long. Yeah.
It's also my duty to inform you that if we run into a fight, they may not be in.
That is all, Doctor.
He is right, though. The way she's just still there, like she's just been with them for this entire journey.
Woodward. Yo.
Yo.
First squad. Your people are about an hour behind us, coming fast.
I've heard.
They'll leave you here. Your own kind can take care of you.
I'm sure they can.
Yes. I'm sorry for the hardship and the humiliation that I've caused you.
Okay, okay. To be fair, I'm just thinking like, she had really important information. If you had an asshole standing in front of you, he would have shot her. Honestly, that was also my idea. Like, the best thing they could have done was just bring her and make sure she can't tell anyone. It's just really sad about what happened to Lucky.
Looks like they got us in a trap.
Nobody's cutting that boot off. I got a lot of work to do.
Boot off. Have some water.
Oh, me?
What happened to his foot?
Find a ford some way across that river. Flank him. Yes, sir.
And suddenly she's helping him.
John, we've ridden right into a trap. They want us to cross that bridge. It'd be like going right through a funnel. Nothing disgraceful about an honorable surrender.
Oh.
Get back to your troop.
You mean you're going on?
Get out of here.
After everything. It's like, yeah, we should just surrender. I get what he's saying, though. Best way to save most of your men, especially if this is impossible.
Keep that leg stretched.
Oh, you're having fun?
You're lucky.
Huh. Well, at least he didn't end up like the other guy, so...
First Michigan in position, sir. First of the 9 in position, sir. We were in position first.
I'm all right.
Oh, money, here he comes.
Mount up. You heard me, Kirby. Mount up.
You heard the crowd say, mount up!
Damn, that he's still doing this.
See how much time we've got.
Yes, sir.
Where's your horse?
It's back in the swamp, sir.
Lips dry?
My bugle ain't.
John, you're not fit. Let me lead this charge. If I were with a success like this, governor be damned. I could land in the White House.
Yeah, he's really determined to still do this. I thought the whole thing was that they wanted them over this bridge. But yeah, I guess it's either that or retreat, because, yeah, if you don't go over the bridge, there's not much fight if they're not gonna attack. Okay, let's go. Really thought we were gonna see that thing go off like right at the horses.
Come on, we're gonna have a lot of work to do. Bugler, Flowery.
So they did it in the end?
How much longer, Sergeant?
Pretty near ready, sir.
Get your horse. I can't count on that.
You mean you're staying?
Medicine's where you find it.
Well, I wouldn't blame you if you'd slap it away.
Okay.
Doctor.
Yeah. Say, the next doctor you see, when he takes that bandage off...
Yeah, I know. Tree moss. So long, Croker.
Take care, section hand.
Oh, they're gonna have like their final conversation now.
You're tired. Helped a lot. Thanks for it. For a way of being grateful after
Yeah.
what you through.
You better be going.
In the beginning, I really didn't expect her to be helping them in the end. Even if it's just like saving lives.
Thank God I won't be the cause of hurting you. Because it happens I'm in love with you.
I knew something like this was gonna happen. Is she gonna do something or is she just gonna leave it? Yeah, she's just gonna leave it there. I think that's for the best.
What are you on, sir?
Get going.
Yeah, and those were indeed the two who were like in the description. And now in the end the story was like also a bit about those two. Hmm. Okay. Okay, so that was the movie, and at first I didn't really know what to really expect of it. Like, I knew it was gonna be like a movie in the Civil War, and yeah, I read like what the movie was gonna be about like shortly. But I really think the doctor and the woman, like they made it like interesting. I feel like it was a really good movie. Also the battle scenes, they were very well done. But I really think if those two aspects weren't in there, like the relationship with like John to the doctor and the relationship with John to Hannah, I think those things made it really interesting. Also at first I couldn't really understand why he was so against bringing a doctor, and like it felt very personal as well. I was like, you just met this guy, why don't you like this guy? What's the problem, you know? And then at one point he has this conversation with Hannah that is actually because the medical world, like they actually let his wife die. And that's why he's so against doctors, or yeah, against it. I don't really know how to say it. Like, he doesn't really like them that much. And I think that's a dynamic that was interesting to watch, because it was like, okay, where is this hate coming from? And how is he gonna behave towards him when they're actually on the road? And in the end, we see that with both Hannah and the doctor, like people who weren't that close in the beginning, who didn't really like each other, in the end are becoming very friendly to each other. Of course, we saw like all their obstacles on the way. Yeah, that was very interesting to see. Yeah, in the end, they reached their goal and they did what they had to do. And yeah, that's about it. I just think the journey towards that was just interesting. Like, you go from one point to another, and sure, but that's not interesting unless you create some yeah, nice dynamics, you know, and that's what they really did here. One scene that still shocked me the most, when they sent like a bunch of children from the military academy, and they're like, those are just boys from the military academy, and they just started shooting them, and I was like, they're really desperate then, damn. So yeah, I think it was a really nice and informative movie. As someone who doesn't know that much of the Civil War, for me it was all pretty easy to understand and feel for the characters, know what was going on, follow the storylines, you know. I think also the whole idea of so many people getting wounded with every battle, and especially for Hannah to see that, it was like, when she told like, oh yeah, my dad, he died peaceful, I've never seen this before. And also the idea that she's actually on the enemy side, but her still helping to save all these people, I think that really shows like how stupid war actually is. I'm just always thinking about that, like, yeah, then people shoot each other up and then they try to save each other and they try to get them to survive to go home, and I get like it's the bigger picture, but yeah, it is honestly so useless. So many innocent people die, and that's just so sad. And I think that's really what this movie showed, like, yeah, they have to fight for this cause, but yeah, the amount of people that die every battle is just so tragic actually. And yeah, for Hannah to see that as well, even though at first she really didn't like them. Her act though, in the beginning, like I said when I was watching, it was so good. I really bought that. I was like, okay, why does she like them so much? It's like, it's not like they're on the same side or anything. That really showed that she was so good in that act, and then like, listen to what they were saying. Then they had to take her. She was really angry about that. Like, of course you don't want that. But then for her to kind of start to, help them and all, I think that was like, yeah, pretty nice to see. So I think that was my reaction to this movie. Pretty decent movie. I liked it. And yeah, it was just very informative to me. It's always nice to learn new things, and I feel like I got a bit more into this, like, period of time. So that was my reaction. Like I said before, it is also possible to request your own movie for me to react to. The possibilities are on my Patreon, and the link to that is in the description. You can also watch my full reaction to this movie, and you can find that under the uncut reaction tier, which is also on my Patreon. So let me know what you thought of this movie, and if you like my reaction, then please leave a like, subscribe, and then I really hope to see you next time. Bye!